think I got things fixed now. I don't know what the heck happened there. But literally, it's just like Streamlabs itself froze, but everything else was playing perfectly. That was fun to deal with. See if we can get anyone back. What do you want, Baconator? This thing wasn't working. Ah, what a mess. That was fun. Sorry about that. Get things reset on here. Oh, you did? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It's just literally I was I had to reschedule the stream because I got caught up in some traffic on the way back, and that's how I ended up late. Started at 4:30. Then I come home to start the stream, and that happens. Got rained on too, which was fun. So I had to change clothes and all that, of course. But man, what a mess. All right. I think we're good now, finally. I think we're fixed up. Couldn't even unmute the, whatchamacallit. I couldn't even unmute the mic. Hey, Joan. Thanks for popping up. Sorry about that. That was a weird thing going on with the Streamlabs application. Made life pretty difficult for me there. Hey, Joan. I was trying to get my phone to work. That's cool. That is the most cringe thing ever, Baconator. I thought that was a fake account. Yep. I don't know if I had it open for too long or what, but once I got in the calendar screen, and I'll show you guys in a little bit, because right now we got weather going on. But once I got into the calendar screen, it just did not want to leave it. Whoops, wrong color, wrong button. Hey, contingents. Currently do have one tornado warning right now, and it's alarmingly close to Youngstown. That is not a small population center in the slightest. So let's go ahead and analyze this one. Because Austintown, really this whole warning polygon is full of some decently sized areas as far as population is concerned. So, oh, this isn't good either. Reported a funnel cloud too. A lot of people seem to be in the general area of this storm here. Let's go ahead and get an estimate from Radar Omega, and we'll go from there. Oh, come on now. 30. And here's some more. Here's more thunder. Over 61,000 in the path of this storm. That's definitely not good if they're seeing a funnel cloud. Rotation doesn't look super strong though, so that's a good thing. So hopefully it's on a downtrend. Let's go ahead and check CC just in case there was a brief spin up here. Doesn't look necessarily like it. No? Yeah, there's parts of Ohio that are really bad, so that's somewhat to be expected. Also, we have pretty notable threat over towards the northeast in particular this afternoon, this evening. Oops, I forgot that was on still. Uh, so there's an enhanced risk over this area today, in particular, over towards Cleveland now, Pittsburgh, into a good chunk of New York. New York City is outside of this. And we even have to look at areas south of Rochester here, Syracuse, State College, and many other places. But it's a pretty widespread threat here this afternoon into the evening. Uh-oh. Sounds lovely. Uh, Main threat today, by the way, is wind, but there is a 5% tornado threat as well. This is where the storm is currently, where we have our tornado warning. So everything's kind of matching up. Models seem to be on board today. Seems like this week it's been pretty rough on that. There's 30% area of wind. And then, interestingly enough, there's also a hatched risk for hail in this area too. We're in that area as well, so this is gonna probably be peak period for severe storms. Things really ramped up over here over that last little bit while I was out. So right now we have quarter size hail with this storm. And then we also have another possible tag storm over here. It's over towards Philadelphia, actually. Oh boy. Or Philadelphia, Ohio, I think. I hope. If anything, Philadelphia, Ohio. But even then, that's still not good. Okay, New Philadelphia, let me correct myself. But that has a nice little hook on it now, too. This is exactly what I was concerned about, though. And there's the rotation right there. So this is probably going to get a warning momentarily. Because that's some pretty strong rotation. It's pretty evident, if you ask me. Getting up to about 60 plus miles an hour, gate to gate. Yeah, I'm just kind of doing a rundown right now, Baconator. For love, can you please turn that off? Go back to your regular account. Like, come on, dude. Really? My funny bone. Thought you said those were temporary, huh? Come on, man. Okay. Yeah, that's so cringy to look at. I, I, I might just make an account, or I might just have someone make an account that says Baconator's Funny Bone if you say something on Discord. Be funny if I could make a bot and that would and it would pop up on there. Thing is, I'm not gonna do that though. Still gotta get the camera set up even. Usually take that time whenever I have the intro music playing to have the rest of that set up, but it's been a rough one today. Okay. You're using radar scope today. Let me know how that goes. That might be an additional option in the future here. I wonder if that's the one that has the four screens on it. Will allow you to do four-way screens instead of just dual screen with this. I'd probably would just use a combination of both if I could. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this computer here. We're moving a little slow today. I don't know why we're acting so strange here. Oh, wait, I still have some video stuff up from this morning. I think I figured it out. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting feature they have on there. Very helpful. Alright, hang on a minute. YouTube error. Well, chat should be working, Joan. I don't know what's going on here. All sorts of weird issues going on today, it seems. Okay, there we go. YouTube's on some weird stuff today too, not just yes, not just Streamlabs. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna be focusing on the Philly Storm. That one doesn't look quite as good, but it's still dangerous in its own right, though. I'm just trying to work out why this computer is moving so slow right now. Yeah, it's starting to tighten up a little bit more. I can tell just from looking at the hook here. If anything, it looks like the rotation's kind of tampered down just a little bit. Dang. Like that last little bit, it doesn't seem like the rotation's as tight, but it probably is on the verge of cycling. Because look, that last little bit, there was a point where that scan, it looked like it was a little tighter, and then the rotation looks like the info's kind of backed off a bit. But it might wrap up a little more. Yeah, there you go. I think they just issued the warning for it. Yep, they sure did. Okay, I don't know what the heck's going on with the board now. But that's the new tornado warning right here. So this is a tornado warning for Haralson and Carroll and Tuscarawas County in east central Ohio. Tornado and ping pong size hail possible. Funnel cloud also reported with this. So it's mainly expected to stay over rural areas, thankfully. But some areas that could be under the gun here: Leesville, Roswell, Bowerston, Midvale, Sherrodsville, Leesville, again Leesville, or Leesville Lake Park, and Barn Hill. So the wrong thing on the soundboard, it fired. It was the intro theme for whatever reason. So I couldn't get it, and I was trying to get that to. I was trying to get that off of there and get the siren to sound. I've been having all sorts of weird issues with the computer today. It's odd. Maybe I'm just off my game. I don't know. Maybe I clicked the wrong thing. Who knows? Hard to say. I'm gonna have to check out Radar Scope after this stream tonight, especially once I get that second monitor. I think that'll go a long way here. Oh, brother, let's not get into that. I think I'm just off my game a little bit, that's all. Truthfully. Good thing is, since both of these storms are in good radar procs, I can actually look at both of them. This one does still look kind of junky, but that hook gives me a thought that it could eventually come back around. Rotation is starting to look better on this scan here. Oh, you're good. Dude, nowadays, people even identifies them. So you can accept and believe what you want. No judgment here. I'm wondering if I'm under severe thunderstorm warning. I think I just got a notification on my Echo Dot here. I'm actually going to check the list of warnings and see if it'll... Yep. Yeah, because we're right on the Cobb-Fulton line. And this is a warning for Fulton County here. So, there we go. Storm relative velocity. I can look at it sometimes, but I prefer really, if anything, if I'm not looking at high res, to look at base velocity. Base velocity is pretty good here, though. It does look like it's trying to rotate. Hi, Lexi. Oh, boy. Man. This has been an interesting start to the stream. I still haven't even set up any cameras yet. Yeah, that's the tricky thing about those warning polygons is the fact that you can get good indicators on radar, but if it doesn't translate to the surface, it's kind of meaningless. Like, that's why sometimes I don't get super excited. Like, say, if we were to look at this storm on VIL, for example, the VIL values are maxed, but that doesn't mean that we're getting, like, 5 to 10 inch hail. So, it's kind of a touch and go thing. There's other parameters you obviously have to look at, so I'm not just going to say, oh, this is producing softball-sized hail. If I look at the forecast and I see the potential for it, I'm like, okay, that's concerning. But yeah, I'll usually just wait for a chase report on either one of those as to whether or not it's actually doing it. Crazy start to the stream, Lexi. Just a lot of tech problems. I think we're starting to get smoothed out here, though. A lot of reopening and reclosing. By the way, thanks for sharing the stream onto Discord, Baconator. Appreciate that a bunch. Alright. I'm trying to also get the sound up on Discord too, so that way I can be notified, particularly for tornado warnings. I'm going to probably disable the notifications for just about everything here. Everything else here, though. Kind of get into focus mode, so to speak. I think we have a command for that. Let's make sure the cloud bot's working. Just- Okay. Had to turn on the lamp in here. It got pretty dark with the thunderstorms going on outside. Oh wow, really, Baconator? I'm trying. What I should play that on the Q&A stream? I'm thinking of doing. Oh, that was a spoiler. Learn how to read, Baconator. How about that? Yeah, learn how to read, Baconator. Trying to add like 20 more years to my age almost. Go ahead and slap yourself on the back of the neck for that one. I don't know if you know about that, but that we would say that's a neck. That is a neck. Yeah, man, Baconator's out here just botching everyone's ages, man. I can read, but my typos are so bad. I read in typos. That's kind of funny. Not gonna lie. But yeah, you better slap yourself on the back of the neck for that one. Otherwise, I can do it. Yeah, because actually, I turned 29 in November. I do kind of want to see what's going on over here. Yeah, pretty much. I'm a fall baby. It's alright. Almost everyone I know is like at least a few months older than me. There's only a handful of people that I actually know in real life that are like younger than me. I can count them on one hand, actually. Oh, nice, Joan. Oh, you're a severe weather season, baby. Nice. You have some weird blinds, then it sounds like to me, Baconator. Uh, all right, I'm gonna try to set some cameras up really quickly. There's not much in the way of DOT cameras around here either, is it? Sometimes I forget just how rural. Um, why? I can't actually slap you physically. You live like in the middle of the country. I live over in the southeast, so obviously no one's gonna like legitimately slap you. At least not me. I don't know why you're asking me that. I've actually been pondering that, Lexi, and I'm gonna probably do that. I just don't know when, because I mean, between the 12-hour work days and then when with the weather pattern being as active as it is right now, it's kind of tricky. All right, see where we are right now. Also, if anyone's tuning in for the first time today, if you were on my other stream to start out with, we had some technical difficulties, so we actually had to end up ending the stream, closing the application down, and pretty much starting over from scratch. So we're a little thrown off here, but we are here. But this is where we're gonna be, so make sure you're hitting that like button. If you're new, also feel free to hit that subscribe button. And also hit that share button if you can. Is that so, Baconator? Is he willing to share? Those sound really nice. And how does he make his ribs? That's my question. This rotation on this storm, by the way, is actually starting to look a little bit weaker now. So there's some good news there. And then the rotation on this northern actually could be starting to ramp up here. I kind of called this one possibly cycling. It's not surprising that that's occurring. I mean, both of these have the classic supercell shape on reflectivity here. But we definitely see this new meso maybe trying to form here. Oh yeah, it's definitely trying to form a new meso. It's just east of Boardman. Hope over towards Leesville and New Hagerstown, they're keeping an eye on this. Barbecue ribs, cornbread, coleslaw. Sounds nice to me. I haven't had legit barbecue in a minute. And again, I'm not really into using the whole public grills thing because nobody really knows how to clean those too well. After working in food service, I got really particular about using any sort of public equipment, or really, I just don't. If I had a grill, I would try doing barbecue. I've never actually had the chance to. Then again, I never had the room to facilitate it either. Yeah, some restaurants make it from scratch too. You just gotta have like the right particular seasonings and I guess mustard. Some people actually will even go as far as to use even pickle radish as like the juice in there. And sometimes they'll even add other stuff in there like raisins. It's just kind of weird. It's interesting. Anyway, though, still working on cameras for you guys. I'm just trying to figure out where the heck we are and see if there's anything nearby. Should be since we're near Youngstown, but can't guarantee if anything will work. It's kind of looking like there's nothing over here, just as I was thinking. Yeah, I don't have much anything to work with, really. Closest one is all the way over towards Akron. So I guess we'll start looking more towards Pennsylvania since that's going to be the next point of interest then. Hope you guys are enjoying the natural sounding thunderstorm playlist that we have going on here, by the way. Where'd my coleslaw go? You think KFC has the best? I don't know, man. I kind of like either Publix or Kroger's coleslaw personally. That's just, like I said. That's just my opinion, though. I know you are. I have faith in you. Says who? KFC to me isn't what it used to be at all. It used to be a lot better when I was younger, but nowadays it seems like it's kind of fallen off a bit. Baconator, could you keep an eye on the southern storm? I think I'm gonna shift attention more towards this northern storm over here towards Struthers or Struthers. I don't know which one is the proper pronunciation. But yeah, it definitely looks like a new meso's trying to form on this storm. Somebody hasn't. Maybe you just haven't had it made right, or maybe there's just an ingredient in it that you don't like. Yeah, New Philly. Yeah, that's gonna be the southern storm for now. If we see another point of rotation, then of course you can. If you see another storm with additional rotation, just kind of shift over. Also, I guess I could probably start a voting poll here. I guess since we dang, have you tried one from Kroger or Publix? I think Publix is my favorite. Yeah, in fact, I'm sure that Publix is actually my favorite one. The Publix deli is really good with the fried chicken, or at least around here it is. They have a really good recipe. But then again, you may be that type that doesn't like coleslaw. If so, that's nothing against you there. All right, we're up to 10 people watching. Just want to make sure that you guys are doing well also. And saying, of course, if you're new, of course, make sure you're hitting that like button, trying to get this info out to as many people as we can. Also, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you're new, and also hitting that share button. Just trying to get further into the algorithm so that way we can keep as many people weather aware as possible. Okay, so just as quickly as the storm looked like it was trying to cycle, it looks like it's starting to kind of fall off again. Hmm. Wow, that's wild. Yeah, I don't really know how things quite work out west, though. I only know about the southeast as far as stores are concerned. But yeah, maybe you just don't like coleslaw, though, Baconator. If so, that's okay, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Price Chopper and Hy-Vee. I've never heard of those. Not a day in my life. Ah, no, I don't want that one. Okay. Here's our voting poll here. There is a chance that Hale could get bigger than 2 inches in diameter because we are in that hatched risk area. So we'll just see how things kind of play out with this. So there's a vote and poll for today. I'd have to ask my brother. Geez, there's some really close lightning bolts out here. I don't know if you're able to hear the thunder and lightning going, or the thunder going on outside. Obviously, you can't see the lightning, but it's pretty active out here right now. Uh oh. Starting to see this little notch here that's going outflow dominant, so we may lose this tornado warning in the next little bit. So that's going to leave us with this one, which is starting to look a little sloppy as well. So we could find ourselves in a slower period here too. Rotation's definitely not looking quite as robust, but there's a new area developing back behind it. Could be interfering with this mezzo here. So we'll see how this ends up playing out or progressing as time goes on here. This does have a little inflow notch here, so this could be the new storm. It's a very interesting shape to that. Yeah, there's some pretty big booms going on here, so I'm gonna guess the lightning's getting pretty close. Not gonna lie, Baconator, that is kind of mean, dude. That is kind of extreme, bud. Not gonna lie. I actually like Aldi. It's really more about just finding the right stuff. Like I like their honey wheat bread. No, there is no. You don't wish for volleyball size hail to hit someone's house. It still looks bad. That's the problem. You do that with people that you're cool with. You if it's like if they're not really if you aren't chummy like that, you definitely shouldn't do that cuz someone will get offended. I can guarantee you that. Uh-oh. Maybe they didn't know you guys were joking, I guess. I don't know. Oh, different mod got you. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm not really trying to get involved with that. I'm not gonna be involved with that because that's their server. Nope, we have no part in that. We're just gonna keep it moving. All right, so cameras are ready to go whenever I can get in range with one. In range of one. I guess we'll go on from there. Storm seems like it's trying to cycle again. This looks like the new inflow area. But I do think maybe there could be a merger about to happen here, causing destructive interference. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. So it's going to be interesting to see how that develops. If it doesn't use up too much juice, this next storm might have a little something to work with too. It looks like it's got a nice little supercellular shape to it. Might even have to watch this one towards Canton if it can really ramp up. But lightning looks like it's relatively light on that one, so it doesn't seem super strong just yet. Seems like we're just outside of radar range for this. No, wait, maybe we... Nah, yeah, we're just outside here. So we're kind of stuck between Pittsburgh and the State College radar. That's fine. We could even be getting some pea-sized hail over towards where I live right now, because I'm hearing some stuff hitting the window that's not raindrops, that's for sure. And the rainfall rates are definitely picking up. I'm not too concerned about it, though. It's no warning issued from my area. I think just a special weather statement. So, nothing of major concern to me at the moment. It's Chattahoochee. It's a lot of special weather statements. Oops. Get this hail outlook out of here, though. That one sounded like it was moderately close. And I think we're starting to see the birth of our MCS developing here. Could actually just see multiple waves of storms here as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how things play out from this point. I think this warning's not going to last for much longer either. I don't think they're going to extend it for right now, that's for sure. Not with the way that looks. Yeah, this sounds like it's hitting the windowsill for me. I don't have the door next to me. The door's all the way down towards the bottom. It's kind of blocked off from the outside a little bit, so there's that. So at the moment, well, no, there's still a couple pockets here where it looks like it's trying to rotate pretty well. I mean, there's still a decent inflow notch here, and there's still good lightning. We'll see how well this holds out here. But I'm seeing new storms also to the south here that need to be watched. Like Coshocton, I guess that's how you would pronounce that. Is going to probably be another area of interest soon. I think anything that's out ahead of this line, especially off to the south and east, is going to be a point of interest. And then if anything kind of pops up around here, might be heading towards the Pittsburgh region of Pennsylvania. Yeah, it did catch me off guard just a tiny bit. Just as I was finishing my sentence. It wasn't even like scary or anything. It just kind of was like taking it. I think it was more so just taking it in, just kind of admiring it. Like I said, I love thunderstorms. Hello, Great Arrays. It is really nice. It sounds really nice out there right now, I'm not going to lie. I wish I had like a little secondary mic where I could just kind of hold it towards my window where the outside is, so that way you can hear the thunder just a little bit better. Or if there was like a little clip-on mic I could put on my curtain rod or something. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like there's two signatures trying to form here. These cells might be trying to split actually, which is interesting. Cuz look, see how these are this one's kind of turning a little bit. Let me get the marker. But you see how these are kind of this one's kind of turning a little bit more tilted like this way, and then there's this one which keeps on going to the east here. It seems like they're trying to split. We'll see if that actually ends up coming into play. But if that does, that could increase the severe chance for the southern cell. May even increase the tornado threat with that. Contingents is currently working on his podcast right now. He has a podcast that he also does outside of weather. Whenever he comes around, if you ask him about the link, he's more than welcome to post it on here. But that's really up to you. But yeah, Contingents does his own little podcast, and he's editing it right now. So he's going to be in here periodically. Oh, there he is. Sam. Oh, yeah, Sam. I wonder if that is him. I doubt it, but if it is, I would love to. Greater Reyes was just asking where you were because he hadn't seen you in chat yet. You're very popular around here. Baconator shooting straight from the hip. Sam pops up and no one, and he never said anything. But, ooh, okay. So this storm over here towards Newcastle has gotten a merger, but it actually looks like it's kind of helping it along here. But it looks like a few other mergers could occur here in the next little bit. So that could play a role in maybe inhibiting this storm too. It's going to be questionable what happens next. So we have literally a line of supercells trying to develop here. We have this first one here that's over towards Greenville and Hermitage. And then we have this one over here towards Carrollton. Then right after that, the Newcastle storm. You were in a tornado watch earlier today and severe warnings. You're still in a tornado watch for fire. Like, you live around this. No, you're not anymore now, okay. But that didn't surprise me. Unfortunately, I was busy around that time, so I wasn't able to really do much of anything. Still, partially celebrating Mom's birthday, but we're kind of relaxing more today. Otherwise, I actually would have been streaming last night, too. The odds of actually seeing the tornado are not super duper high. I mean, you have to be in the right place at the right time, or the wrong place at the wrong time, depending on your perspective. But as a whole here, like as far as looking at as far as like actually trying to go find a tornado, it's a lot of work. Ask any storm chaser. I'm pretty sure if there's not some small hail going on outside, I'd be surprised. I feel like there's multiple points of rotation with that storm now. At least two, if not maybe even three. Yeah, because that I've been kind of eyeballing this spot here for a minute, Baconator. And then over here towards New Rumley, it looks like a new spot's emerged. Really, there's a whole bunch of different spots. But I think there's so many that this may not work. Maybe only one. We need one to be dominant here. Then I really think that this storm is trying to split. Oh, you gotta love that. Slow ending up behind gatekeepers. We have a lot of those around here, I've noticed. We have a lot of those around here. I think they'll keep this tornado warning going, though. I mean, it seems like it's rotating well enough. Yeah, we need it to be a little bit more focused rotation. Yeah. I think Vince Welty probably has like the best reception out of all the storm chasers. Speaking of which, I wonder if Vince is probably heading back home. Wait, who's this? Oh, that's KDPS HQ. I was like, wait, what the heck? That's the first time I've seen that. It's good to see a new camera site on Radar Omega, though. I think Vince is not chasing today, though. Slight bummer, but everybody needs a break. He's no different. Oh, I bet he was pissed. I would be too if I was him. I'd be like, dude, you're a chaser too, and you're just sitting here, just gatekeeping. If you don't want the storm, that's fine, but don't stop me from it. That's what I would be thinking. Looks like we did get a damage report here too, over towards Leesville, unfortunately. Looks like trees and power lines down across Highway 212. I think you just call her Jones. Even though I think that's her cat's name, actually. I do kind of want to ask you, though, Contingents, if you do hear me, do you think this is splitting off? I do kind of want to know what you're thinking there. Isn't that the name of the singer from I can't remember the name, but the one that sings Bad Reputation or something like that? Yeah, look, Baconator, this is definitely trying to split off, because look what this storm is doing. It's making a... Honestly, it looks like this one's trying to do a right turn, and this one's almost trying to maintain motion to kind of pushing it out, which is interesting. Oh, that's cool, John. So basically, it's looking almost as if we have four different supercells trying to develop here. It's not succeeding right now, but I think it down the line it might, especially once it gets further off to the east here. But that might mess with the Canton storm here, which is trying to develop. Right now, I don't think it's going to be producing a tornado. It could actually help it, though, too. Because this storm over here towards Newcastle did start to ramp up a little bit. And may continue to as it's dealing with these couple of mergers here. Oh, you had a haircut like hers? That's pretty sick. Okay, so once we get the secondary screen here, I think that's when we'll probably add in radar scope as a secondary. And then once we get a whole plethora of screens here, we'll probably switch it over even further. To probably getting WSB3 or something like that, but that's going to be a lot more money. That's going to be a long ways off, I think. It does, but it does have good features on it, decent presentation. Think down the line it might be worth like something to look at, you know? Like I like how you can have like the entire I I like how the presentation of the multi-regional view looks. Like I don't like the way Radar Omega's multi-regional scans look. All right, John, we'll see you in a little bit. Oh. All right, there we go. Had to fix something on my phone real quick. We'll go ahead and put this in a loop. See if anything's. We'll also see if anything's near some of the cameras for Pittsburgh. I think we're probably about an hour or so away from anything coming into view. But we'll probably start to get a better look at areas to. Oh my goodness, I found it. Middlesex. I think I remember somebody the other day mentioning the name of this town here. So that's something. It does have that kind of look to it as well. I mean, like I said, it's not an essential thing. Like I wouldn't want to use WSV3 for too much more than just looking at the multi-regional. I don't know who it was that was talking about it on stream the other day, but Middlesex. Somebody said, I don't know what the heck they were thinking when they did the names over here towards Pennsylvania, but very clearly I found it. And it's a small town too. That's even worse. That's kind of funny. You're just picky baconator, that's all. But WSV3 is kind of expensive though, like I said. Oh wow, really? Ontario? I didn't expect them to have that kind of name. Guess we know what they're into. Alright, looks like there's a new point of rotation towards Hopedale. And looks like this area of rotation is starting to weaken here. If this becomes a right turner, this one probably is going to start to fall apart here. Wait, what? Oh my goodness. That's insane. Middlesex County. Oh boy. We've taken a turn here. We've taken a turn here. That's for sure. Yeah, 100% taking a turn here. I don't know if this storm's gonna split. It's trying, but right now, just like you said, contingents, this is failing miserably. Now it seems like it's merging into itself again, or these two are merging into one. I'm still kind of liking how this Newcastle storm is looking as far as its mergers are concerned. Like, it's doing better with its rotation, but it's still nothing incredible. They know Baconator. I got it. I got it. I got this Baconator. I got this Windis. Wait, isn't your training coming soon, though? Because didn't you say it was like around 6? Or did the weather kind of take a turn for your area? All right. Anyone that might be tuning in for the first time today, by the way, we are currently looking mainly over towards the northeast right now, where we have a current tornado warning. These are getting these storms are starting to strengthen a little bit more, and they're on their way to areas like Pittsburgh, maybe Penn State a little bit later down the line here. So we're watching these areas, and we also are looking at a few storms popping up over towards the southeast, where there's a severe thunderstorm watch right now. Even towards Meyer, we've had a pretty big storm going there. And then over towards the Central Plains, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch there. We'll keep an eye on all three of these areas, especially if they end up prompting any sort of warnings right now. Just had that tornado warning expire for the moment. It may get reissued. I'm kind of leaning a little bit towards no right now. They don't even have a tornado possible tag with a new warning, with a new severe thunderstorm warning. So I guess we're just kind of relaxing right now. So make sure you hit that like button, hitting that subscribe button. Also, feel free to ask questions in chat and more. We'll just kind of be here just waiting to see what happens next. Yeah, I'd love to grab myself some dinner in a little bit here. But right now I'm just kind of relaxing. Not super hungry just yet, which is a good thing. I'm also going to go ahead and maybe pull up one of the cameras just to see what the weather looks like right now. I'm going to pull up Pittsburgh. Nope, not today. I won't eat on camera though, so you know. Oh wow, 90 mile per hour report. Okay. Oh. Well, we do have some considerable tags over here towards Oklahoma. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at those. Yeah, 90 mile per hour report. Wow. That's crazy. Where did you find that, by the way, Baconator? So right now I've only seen 50 to 60. Oh, that must be on radar scope. It must have that uploading a little bit faster than Omega right now. But I'm going to guess it's somewhere around where this trough and this low is where the point of interest is. I wasn't expecting as much action this far to the south, though, too. In all fairness. So, this is interesting. Gotta love the plot twist. This is why I say Weather is one of the best soap operas in existence, and it's very authentic. Oh, you probably have the you probably haven't changed the settings. If you have it set to like every 12 hours, you're usually able to see things a lot better. You won't get reports from yesterday mixed in with today's. That's the lesson I had to learn the hard way too, to be honest. Also, we have that voting poll up if anyone wants to participate. You don't have to, obviously, but if you can, that'd be awesome. Also, if anyone hasn't already today, make sure you're smashing that like button so that we can get further into the algorithm. And if you're new, of course, definitely, if you could hit that subscribe button, that'd be incredible. We just hit 500 recently. We're trying to go beyond that now, too. No storms today, huh? I'm sorry to hear that, Lexi. That seems like the story of your life whenever it comes to Canada. Just constant days where you get teased with storms and then ultimately you get absolutely nothing. All the anticipation leading to disappointment. In fact, I'll even put an F in the chat for you. There you go. It's really bad in Toronto when it comes to as far as like not getting storms. It's understandable. I remember sometimes here during the springtime, the really impressive storms would tend to miss us, especially if you lived over towards like really close to downtown Atlanta. But if you live a few miles further north, it seems like you can't avoid storms. Dang, man, y'all can't leave her alone with the whole Adam thing, can y'all? Sheesh. Jeez. Oh, you don't have to hit the little thing there. You just put the space in between. Yeah, kind of like how Baconator did there. You're thinking 3-inch hail? I'm gonna go ahead and actually vote and say baseball size. Oops. Yeah, just like this. Exclamation point first. Then you pick the size. You don't have to do the little greater than, less than. Oh wow, you're gonna use your secondary account to freaking cheat. So that way you can have the best of both, huh? Oh wow, are you serious? This guy's literally gonna use all of his alts here just to vote everything. Oh, yeah, you don't have to use the pointy thing. You just use a regular space. Alright, so I'm going to pull up the Pittsburgh camera here. Baconator, you cheat. By the way, anyone that's looking to vote, you got 24 minutes left on the poll, so you got a good bit of time. do that. And then he's gonna try to delete the messages just because. Really, Baconator? Oh, you got some new glasses, huh? Nice. We got a good view of Pittsburgh, it looks like. We can actually see these clouds moving along here. Some of this is scud, by the way, folks. But things are pretty tame at the moment. Oh, NASCAR's on now, too. Nice. Doesn't look like Indy's getting affected by the weather, which is nice. At least I have something to enjoy in the background without getting copyright claim for listening to DMCA free music somehow. Thanks, YouTube. Scud missiles, no. No, please. Not that. Anything but that. Imagine you saying that and I actually see like a missile streak going through the sky. I'm like, dang it, Joan! And then all of a sudden we lose transmission over there. It's not too loud though, is it? Yeah, I think we would all kind of freak out. I think that would be pretty safe to say. We would all freak out. Oh no, there's no thunder in my area. Or thunder in Pittsburgh right now. It's still pretty far off. Oh, you can't hear thunder sounds anymore? Well, the storm's just about out of here now. I was trying to make sure you didn't hear the TV. I just wanted to have it at the right volume so that way it wouldn't interfere with the stream too much. Oh. Okay. You'd be running around like Chicken Little. The sky's falling. Oh no. I remember that movie. Hey Isaiah, welcome. Good grief, that was bad, Baconator. That was a really bad typo, man. Alright, we're up to 15 likes. Alright, so Isaiah's voting baseball here. Both of your bullies in chat now. Sheesh. Are y'all really bullying Lexi? Come on. Don't do that. Alright, up to 16. Alright. If there's anyone new on the channel here, just want to say welcome. Wait, what was that? Hold up a minute. Did anyone just see that on screen there? Was that a lightning bolt? I just saw it out the corner of my eye. I looked away for like half a second. I did see, so I did see it right. That was pretty cool. That was a beautiful bolt, but it was a fast one, man. Because I was trying to get Radar Omega up on my phone here since I don't have a second screen just yet. Oh, shut up, Baconator. Nobody asked you. So I guess they are on the outer flanks of that storm now. I think the severe thunderstorm warning probably will end up staying south of the region right now. Congratulations, you're slow. That's pretty funny. Just reading the message. You're a what, Baconator? How about that? That storm merger is definitely not doing any favors for that storm that's heading over towards Pittsburgh here. Eventually it will hit it, but I don't know if it'll have tornado potential anymore. Looking at the warnings as a whole here, so far I haven't seen anything indicating tour possible just yet. Wait, scratch that. I think I actually just found one. It's over towards New York. It's a small little bean cell right here on the New York and Pennsylvania line. We'll switch over to that probably in a couple of minutes here. The whole point is the car go vroom. Baconator. Cargo vroom vroom. Not go squeaky. He wants to sound like he goes fast. Wait a minute. Oh no. I hate to say this, and I'm not going to say it out loud, but I hate to be this guy, but I'm going to have to do that in chat. Yep, it's a pause, but you got you got to use this correctly. There you go. Have fun, you guys. I left you a little gem in the chat. Think about it. He's slow. Ooh, that was pretty right there. He's slow, but he wants to sound like he goes fast. Sorry, I had to do that. I'm a terrible person sometimes. I mean, it's out of context somewhat because of the simple fact that, you're ruining it, Baconator. Shut it. Aren't you supposed to be looking on the radar? Or actually, it's time for you to start training, isn't it? Yeah, you bite it. Go do your 4 mile run. Oof. And now it's raining in Indy 2 for the race. Daggone it. Well, that's interesting. I've never heard of that saying. It's what your mother's always said. That's the first I've ever heard of that. It's interesting. No wonder why my feet hurt all the time. Because I'm a landscaper. I don't think I mentioned him. Oh, oh boy. Uh oh. Uh oh. Baconator, you might have messed up, buddy. I'm not helping you on this one. You might have just goofed up there. Still looking at it. No, this isn't a Radar Omega camera. It is not. If this goes worn, then I am going to switch over. That, oh. Baconator, that's a warning you might want to heed. I can tell. there any more lightning to come with this storm over here? Just waiting to see what happens with this next. It's also a flash flood warning that just got issued north of Pittsburgh, and now we have a tornado warning here. Okay, this is a storm towards New York now. We're starting to shift our focus a bit here. By the way, this tornado warning is for Delaware and Sullivan counties. This is in effect until... Oops. It's in effect until 6:30 Eastern Time. This is located over East Branch, 12 miles south of Walton, moving east at 30. We got to look for Roscoe and Hazel, which the storm will be on at the time the warning is expected to expire. This is radar indicated rotation, by the way. Very well said, Joan. So here's our warned storm. That is an interesting shape. Very interesting inflow notch towards the forward flank. You would expect to see something like this with more of a linear type of storm here. Yep. She's a southeasterly mover, and she's got some pretty strong rotation on it, actually. Let's go ahead and look at it on velocity. It's not a robust rotation, though, but it's interesting. The storm vector did kind of change over towards this area, or we were expecting it to change a little bit later this evening, so it's not a huge surprise that this is occurring. But yeah, where that rotation is placed is a little interesting to me. Sometimes they do. It really just depends on the parameters. Usually when they're coming from the northwest to southeast, it's usually when you're dealing with a little... Usually there's something like a dip in the trough or something that can cause that. Usually towards the mid to upper levels, more often than not. YouTube is... Lex, your YouTube is messing up? Uh-oh. No? You didn't time her out. I still see all her messages. I think there's something wrong. I think there's probably just something going on with YouTube. No, I can screenshot it for you. He actually didn't time you out. I promise you he didn't. Hold on. Let me see if I can screenshot the messages here, though. But yeah, he actually didn't time you out. No, I promise you Baconator didn't time you out. Because I would have seen it and I would have said something. But yeah, I can send you a screenshot though. I promise you he didn't. Why did YouTube time you out? Why would YouTube time you out? That's so stupid. YouTube's been Oh. Well, I did get a weird error message for just a second too. Could that have been the problem? Because it was saying that it wasn't getting good video signal for me. Maybe it's because of the storm that I'm dealing with right now. I'm not entirely sure, but that could have come into play there. You have to clip it right now because I'm trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Yeah, YouTube's been a little off today, not gonna lie. YouTube and Streamlabs has been weird. Just things haven't been quite working like they're supposed to. That's for sure. Alright, now my stream health is good again. That's just weird. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot the chat messages just to ensure that you know that Baconator didn't do it. I'm gonna pause you, Isaiah. Why does your sister have a birth simulator? Well, that's how you spelled it, dude. Hey, you guys weren't having necessarily the best interaction, Baconator, so to be fair, cool it. Yeah, it would be nice to see a few more people in chat. Wouldn't hurt. Don't lurk. Say hi. We don't bite here. Uh, maybe, maybe not. We'll see what happens. No, you don't have to leave, Lexi. It's okay. It's okay. YouTube's just doing weird stuff, as usual. But no one's mad. Promise you. I Trump? Really? Well, her YouTube channel was at her YouTube account was acting weird, and it almost seemed like she had gotten timed out. I think it was just something with YouTube itself. I don't know why, but service was currently unavailable. I guess maybe she's been going through some stuff outside of here too. But yeah, if you want to do a check on her, definitely do. Definitely still looking at only one tornado warning right now. Nothing else is really catching my eye at the moment as far as anything significant. Even this storm that has the tornado warning, well, actually, it still looks like it's pretty good, actually. But outside of that, it's just kind of interesting what shape that has. And then this one, all these other ones aren't really impressive right now. Same